Good morning, everyone. It's Friday, April 16th. I had a request, and that person said, could you give us a rough idea of what you're going to do with the landscaping, starting from entering the house or the property via the driveway? So that's what I'm going to do. Weather report, 45 degrees. Mild breeze out of the, what is it, northwest? Yeah, it's a little chilly. I can't quite nail it, but that's approximately what it is. So I am walking down the driveway to the street. Now, one of the things that's going to happen is this beautiful pine is slowly dying. It doesn't look like it's dying, but it's got a disease. So I've always wanted to widen this driveway, because when you try bringing a 42-foot long trailer into it, and you have my lack of skills, this is a bit narrow. The other reason I want to widen it is because if you look here to the garage, it's more of a curve. So I was thinking, if I got rid of the tree, I know it's sad, I love trees, and put a culvert here and then cut it this way and put a driveway, I'd have my dream of a larger entrance, which would allow big vehicles like trailers to come in easily. So you come down the street, as you see that car did. This is the street. There's my neighbor Jeff, great guy. So you come in. The house, as we all know, is a very simple design. Plain, simple. I like it that way. It's easy to maintain, it's easy to build, it doesn't leak, it's got a million benefits. But assume that we have driveway coming here, about halfway between where we are here and that tree, because we don't want to destroy the tree roots. Bring the driveway up, cut it a little straight. You can see that this is the black dirt or topsoil for the lawn. I plan to have a lawn here. There may be some other additional stuff done here. I was thinking it'd be nice to have a small mound out in that area, extending from one end of the property to where the driveway would be, maybe 2-3 feet tall. The only reason is, if you live out here, as the cars go by, and they go by at about 40 some miles an hour, 45, sometimes faster, the tires generate noise. Not a lot of noise, but they can. And we do have some motorcycles, and they generate noise. So the nice thing about having a mound is it will deflect the sound upwards. Not a big deal, because this is a very tightly sealed house. Not a lot of sound penetrates the walls or the glass, but it's the details. I'm then going to have a parking space over here, gravel, so people can pull in, park their cars on gravel. It'll be good. Then there'll be a road going back to the rest of the property. You can see where the cars are lined up and the shipping containers. But a nice gravel driveway. This side of the house is going to be lawn. And one of the basic plans, since I'm into simple, although I get a lot of pushback for simple, basically all around the perimeter of the house will be weed mat plus approximately 2 feet of some sort of stone, which matches the overhang. So that way, as water might drip down, it'll hit the stone, won't hit the dirt, won't soil the siding. And I really don't like having to trim grass or do bushes next to the house. It damages the siding, it's a pain in the butt. I don't like doing it. So imagine you've got the rock here, about a couple of feet. There's weed mat underneath it. Of course, I will put good soil underneath the rock and weed mat. So should my taste change in the future and I suddenly want to plant things along here, I don't have to dig it all up to get soil. Grass, 2 feet of rock. We come around from the north side. This is the north side. And we are now on the east side, because it's what? 10 in the morning, so obviously the sun's coming from the east. Doorway from the garage. We probably have a nice set of steps here. Once again, we'd still do 2 feet of rock. Same reason. Lawn out here. Gonna put lawn even farther out there. We're trying to get enough soil to landscape it. We're slowly making progress. Same thing, very simple along here. 2 feet of rock coming out this direction. Nice landscaped grass. Then we come around to the side where all the action is. Well, at least part of the action. That's the bedroom windows, bathroom window, kitchen. 2 feet of rock all along here. And then you can see where this will be grass. There'll be some bushes down there to hide the manhole covers into the septic system. So as you see the transition from dark soil, which is topsoil, to this tan clay soil. Obviously there'd be 2 feet of rock coming along here. And then right about here where you see the clay, this is an approximation, not an absolute decision. I've got a landscape architect working with me. I would put a poured concrete patio here. It would make it so that you could come out of the door, because that's the kitchen right there, onto the patio. And there wouldn't be steps or transition, so it would be easier for people to come in and out. Obviously, there's going to be a little bit of an edge. That's just the way it is. It's not going to be 3 or 4 steps down onto the patio. So this would be concrete. A lot of people suggested that you can get concrete that has like 6-foot squares like this. So it isn't just a continuous solid slab. It would be a textured concrete. Haven't determined what kind yet, but it'd be 6-foot squares. Then, so you come out here, you're on the concrete patio. It will be feathered or landscaped. So when you're coming off the patio, you don't drop off an edge and hurt yourself. So it will be feathered. Now, once again, I'm gonna try to put 2 feet of rock there. There will be patio steps, just little steps, so people can make the jump so they don't have to step on rock and fall and then go out to the grass. Gonna have, that's the natural gas for the grill. That's power. That's more power here. We have a hose bib so we can wash off the patio if need be. Concrete will come along here, and end approximately here. Then the patio will run out like that. There'll be a pipe placed under here because I want this to come out and be smooth because I don't want to drop off to the mountain. So there'll be a pipe buried here, which will carry all the water that collects from there, go underground in the pipe here, and then there'll be pipe, culvert, swale going out to the final resting place of the water, which is over there. A little hard to appreciate. I'll give you a zoom, but there's water over there and lots of it. The patio, as you can see, there's the street. I would like to have, it's getting a little windy here, sorry if that mucks up the sound. I would like to have a very simple design fence here, not to provide absolute privacy. It'll just be right here, maybe something cedar fence, I don't know what it is, with a space there of about 3 feet. 2 feet of rock again with the patio steps so people can come from their cars onto the porch or on the grass, depending on what the weather is like, step here and go into where the concrete patio is. It will provide a little bit of privacy. It will block some of the wind, not a lot, but mainly it'll provide a little bit of privacy so that you're not looking at the street. Although people go fast enough past here that they're not really eyeballing the patio, but privacy is nice. And then I would have some sort of plants growing up on it. Landscape architect is involved along with all my friends. You can see a new addition to the collection. These pots, which I got at Costco for $49.99 a piece. They're pretty cool. Had a friend, very good friend, track them down. Discover them at a Costco. First come, first serve. We nailed them. moved them here. One of the issues is, once again, I like the 2 feet of rock here. And there's a debate on that, whether that's a good idea or not. But I like it because, like I said, when water comes down, you don't end up with mud and crud going there. You don't really want grass because then you've got to mow the lawn, which destroys this beautiful aluminum wrap on each one of these poles. But I'm open to suggestions. But the idea is that people can walk along here, come around here, they'll see these nice pavers, patio steps. They can walk on them and come right to the back porch. And let's say it's going to be 20 by 25, not really huge, but big enough that you can have some tables, some umbrellas, 1 table, 2 tables, some umbrellas, the grill over there, because the wind comes from the southwest. So any of the grill smoke ideally will be going off in that direction, not coming and fumigating the poor people who are trying to sit out here and have fun. They have easy access indoors to the kitchen through that door. Then when they come around here, patio step, porch, these pots will probably be sitting somewhere like that. That's the plan. That's the initial plan. They won't be up on the porch. Then I'll have drip irrigation feeding them. Yeah, sorry. Don't want to break them this early in the game. More lawn. Now, as I mentioned, I have a landscape architect and plenty of friends who will go, oh, put this here and put that there. And trust me, I love opinions, advice, suggestions. This is the driveway. It's kind of a dumb moment. But the beauty of the driveway is that I'm going to have it dug out and have all the stuff, the gravel, etc., that is normally placed underneath a driveway done this year. And then I'll give it a year of being compacted and pressed down and hardened, because that way, whether it's asphalt or concrete, I think cost competitive wise, they're about the same. I will run it down. But once again, I want that space to be a little bit bigger so that as people are driving in to the garage, they don't have as much of an angle to deal with. It seemed like a good idea. I'm going to try to preserve that tree. My friend who's an arborist said, yeah, it'll do fine. And then, of course, we have questions about what we want for landscaping there. My goal is to try to make the front of the house as visible as possible. A couple of reasons. Safety, security, because if you can see the front of the house, it's hard for the bad, evil people to feel protected. Second reason is I really don't like doing landscaping or weeding or any of that other stuff. So I'm okay, but I am flexible. I'm willing to listen to what people have to say. So that's the rough suggestion. Parking, widen the driveway, lawn, those pots up there to help break up the front. I had a friend tell me that this isn't, how would I say, not busy, but it's too plain. So that's why the pots are going to be here. There'll be small pieces of furniture out there, help break up this huge blank area. Obviously the front door, the 3rd bedroom, the study, and then we come into the garage, which still, of course, has a lot of stuff in it, but it is getting cleaned up slowly. So that's about it. I hope this video helps spark ideas and suggestions, because I love to hear them. Talk to you later. Bye.